Hey guys, today we have Akshat and he is having total 3.5 year of experience in Java, Spring Boot and Microservices domain. And those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Akshat, how are you?
Yeah, hi Faizan. I'm fine. What about you?
Yes, I'm also good. Shall we start?
Yes,
So
sure.
Akshat, can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yes, my name is Akshat Jain. Currently, I'm working in TCS. I have 3.5 years of experience. Currently, I'm working in BFSI domain. My project is Quartz compliant. It is basically a anti-money laundering project where we are regulating the transactions. Our basically clients are banks, so we are monitoring and regulated the transactions of the customers. My core technologies are Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Batch.
Okay, got it. So can you please walk me through API request flow in one of your project or
Yes,
maybe
basic.
or let's say in recent project?
Yeah, API request basically if we have a API, we are calling basically from Postman any API. It basically goes to the controller first, and if we have like provided some Spring security, then it
Okay.
basically goes to the front end controller dispatcher servlet. Then
Mm-hmm.
there are some basically filters like authentication filter and all that. After that, authentication and authorization, it goes to the controller, and
Okay.
controller maps to the like service. Uh, if where we have business logic of all
Mm-hmm.
of that, and then it goes to the repository. Then repository have some DAO layer, it
Mm-hmm.
connected with
Okay.
DB, and it will then show us the output throughout the controller
Okay.
like REST controller response. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what's the difference between authentication and authorization?
Basically, authentication when we are doing something like login credential
Mm-hmm.
with our login credential. So this we have authentication, and after we have like JWT token, then there will be a authorization part like role-based authentication. So it is
Mm-hmm.
authorization part,
Okay. Okay.
like how
Uh,
much we can access or
okay.
what we can access.
So can you tell
Yes.
me some important dependencies if someone want to add some security, Spring security stuff in to the project?
Basically, the main dependency is Spring Starter security.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can add in pom.xml, and in
Okay.
support we have Jackson.
Okay. So what if I want to use OAuth 2.0?
Yeah, for that OAuth 2.0, we also have the specific dependency for OAuth.
Okay.
Like I basically use mostly JWT, so we have JWT API dependency
Okay.
for that.
Okay, so
We
do
are
you
using.
know about JWT token and what it contains?
Yes, JWT token basically contains three things. Like it is for identification. We are
Hmm.
started with bearer,
Okay,
like in our project mostly, and it is consist of three things like header, payload, and signature.
okay. So what does this signature is?
Signature we can say like algorithm like signature HS 256,
Okay, okay,
512
okay.
like encryption
And what
signature.
algorithm you are using right now?
Six, HS 256.
HS256. And what's the difference between HS256 and 512?
I think it is beat thing. I don't have much knowledge. Like if we have like secret key,
Mm-hmm.
so it length 256 512. It is beat length.
Okay. What does this bearer mean in authorization token when we pass any request?
Yes. Like bearer means in Hindi language, bearer means someone who is taking something, who is
Okay,
bringing something like. So
okay.
here in Spring Boot, the same thing. We are because we don't identify where our token is. So basically, we prefixes from the bearer. So
Mm-hmm.
if we want to grab the token from the request, we like. Request dot start with bearer. So after the seventh index, we can get our token.
Okay. Hey guys, I want to share something important with you. Actually, Akshat prepared from our interview preparation kit and cracked multiple interviews. We have also referred him to the multiple companies. So let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects. Code and video recorded sessions are there and you can add these in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So basically the material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, Microservices, Kafka, Maven, Git coding questions, Stream API coding questions and many more. You can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full kit with project supports and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview. So Akshat, can you tell me how do you handle null values safely?
Null values, we can use exception handling to
Okay,
handle null values like
okay.
try catch,
And any other way?
if a null pointer handle exception, or any other way, I'm not much aware.
Optional classes?
Yeah, optional classes from the Java 8, we have optional classes. In
Mm-hmm.
optional, there is like a nullable features. With
Mm-hmm.
the help of optional dot off, we
Mm-hmm.
can handle null pointer exception, all the things.
Okay, okay. And we can also do null checks.
Yes, so we can also do the null checks with the help of optional class.
Correct, correct. Okay. Moving ahead. So can you please tell me what is your approach to write reusable code?
To write reusable code,
Mm-hmm.
basically reusable mean to say in one class or like we have different applications, we want to use the reusable code.
Mm-hmm.
Like a dependency mean to say, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
starter
code.
dependency.
For example, if we have a class and there are multiple methods in that class, and few methods are required in some other classes, right?
Yes.
In that reference.
Yeah. If we are talking about like different application, we want to use the same code, reusable code. We can make a custom jar, like custom starter dependency of our,
Okay.
and with the
So
help
how
of
can
a
we
Spring
create a
Boot,
custom jar? Can you tell me step by
like
step?
yeah, for creating a custom jar, we like created a separate project for the
Mm-hmm.
whatever code we want to use it,
Mm-hmm.
and basically we have to add Spring Dot factory in that, and I think after it is deprecated, and after Spring 2.7,
Mm-hmm.
there is something else we can use, and with the help of that Spring Dot factory and
Mm-hmm.
the custom jar we can create our own dependency, a starter dependency, and
Mm-hmm.
where in whatever application we want to use that, we can already use in form.xml that dependency, the starter dependency.
Okay. All right. Okay, so tell me, what's your approach to debug issues in a Spring Boot application?
Basically, to debug a issue like we can have some logs.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, I will go through the logs that what is exactly our issue. Then, after seeing the starter logs, we can find what is the exact issue. Then I will go to the approach. Firstly, it is like front end issue or it is a backend issue. If it is a, as you said, it is a Spring Boot issue, then I will go like debug on server our issue. Then with the help of controller, where
Mm-hmm.
like my endpoint it goes, then I will go to
Mm-hmm.
service repository and
Okay.
find manually what will be the issue.
Okay. Okay, so let's say you have created one API, okay, and now you are returning headers as well as along with the response body. So my question is, do we need headers, or it is optional, or it is mandatory?
Headers, it is optional. Like in payload, we can get everything. I think.
Okay, so why then
As per
why headers are required?
headers are required. Basically, I don't much aware about
Okay,
it. Like
yeah,
what is
actually, it's a header contains a metadata of the
yeah,
API, right? I mean, We just want to separate two things, some non-important informations. I mean, informations related to API and information related to the response. Just we want to separate those things. It's a best practice only, not the mandatory one. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, so Akshat, what kind of unit test you have written?
Basically, unit test, I have written like JUnit testing. I
Mhm.
have written.
Okay. Okay. So let's say there is a program to calculate prime numbers from a given range. Okay, means you are
Okay.
given a range and you have to calculate prime numbers for that particular range. Okay, now you are asked to write a
And
unit
but to
test.
calculate, yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah. Go.
now you are asked to write a JUnit test case for that. So how would you write?
Prime number for the prime number test case for the given range, na?
Hmm.
For the given range, I will go like if firstly we have to know the logic of how we can calculate the prime number.
Hmm.
Basically, prime number is greater than 1. It starts with the true 2.
Hmm.
So for the given range, we are make first test case for looping, like check the divisibility of root n, we can say.
Hmm. That's the
If
best
it
way,
is
right?
divisible, yeah, if divisible, then it is not prime, otherwise it is prime.
Hmm. Okay. Now next.
So, and the best alternative way we can
No, no, I'm more
test,
interested to know how would you write a unit test case rather than the logic of prime number, you know?
yeah, yeah. Basically, I in my project we are not usually write the test cases.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So how you guys are doing testing and all?
like for the testing, we have another team. They are doing the testing part.
Okay, so you guys are not writing unit test
Automation.
cases.
Yeah, I'm doing only the Java 8 part,
Okay,
only the REST APIs and all the development parts.
okay. Okay, it's fine. Actually, this is simple. First, we have to add some annotations, Spring Boot application tests, and all important annotations, right? Since this is a simple prime number programs, and this is not dependent on any other services, so we don't need mocking, right? So without mocking, we can write test case. Simply, we'll call the method of that prime number program, and then get a list. We'll pass a range from our unit test case, and we'll get a range. Sorry, we will get a prime numbers for that particular range. Then we will use asserts to compare whether our the numbers are same or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me, how would you handle paginations in APIs?
For paginations, like we are using JPA repository.
Okay.
In here we have like pageable things.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to call anything like we
Mm-hmm.
are doing the size and
Mm-hmm.
what will be the row number, there
Mm-hmm.
will be we call the that method list of
Okay.
find all pagination, and pageable we have the features what we can add.
Okay. Got it. Um. Uh. Actually, I just want to know about role-based access. Have you worked on this?
Yes, I work with the role-based access approach. Like here in security config, we can manage the role-based access control. Like whatever URL we want to use by the particular user. Like if we want to, like home page can be accessible or login page can be accessible to by all the way, then we can use dot permit all. And if we want to secure something, like admin can use only the admin, then we can secure it by like dot admin or dot has any authority by the user.
Mm-hmm.
And also we can we have added pre-authorized annotation we can use in the like controller or service, then we
Okay.
can handle the role-based access control.
Got it. Okay, so tell me, how do you ensure code quality before pushing to the production?
For the code quality part,
Mm-hmm.
ensuring we are using like Java 8 exception handling, logging. Basically, I check in my code that
Mm-hmm.
we are using that or not.
Okay.
And there are also I aware like there are also tools, but we are doing manually checking that
Mm-hmm.
all the configurations are perfectly, it
Mm-hmm.
is fine or not, it is optimized code. Basically, Java provides us a stream API and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the help of we are doing the code optimization part.
Got
And
it.
also we can use like Sonar and Fortify report for the code overview.
Mm-hmm.
And we will going to ready for the push.
Got it. Okay. So, Akshat, have you used transactional annotation?
Yes, I use
Okay.
the transaction
Yeah. So,
to
why do we need this annotation?
like when we connect to the DB, if
Mm-hmm.
we want to like if there is something wrong and some transaction is break, then we want to roll back it like in payment gateway system. Basically, my domain is also BFI domain. So whatever the payment or something we want to roll back if it is not generated. So to prevent that, we use that
Okay.
transaction to roll back it.
Okay, so what if there is a transactional method, right? And that method is calling another method, but that is not a transactional. So will this transactional apply to that nested method as well?
For the nested method, I think it will not.
Yeah, yeah, it will not. We have some propagations level. If we can, I mean, if we change the settings of transactional annotations, we can do that.
Yes,
Okay.
we have.
Okay, so do you know about lazy loading and eager loading?
Yes,
Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, like a lazy loading is basically a slow loading, we can say,
Mm-hmm.
or an eager loading is a fast loading. Basically, Spring Boot by default use a lazy loading. Like we want to, if we have multiple beans, we can say, or in the database terms, we want to like one to many and many to one,
Mm-hmm.
and like fetch eager type loading. So we want to like we if we run some queries, we can say like we are use fetch type dot lazy, then it
Mm-hmm.
will be slow loading, and fetch type dot eager, it will be a fast loading.
Okay. Um, do you know about lazy initialization exception error means?
Lazy initialization exception.
Mm-hmm.
Exception, I don't aware like lazy
Okay.
initialization exception.
Okay, it's fine. So can you please tell me how would you handle concurrency in real application?
To handle concurrency in real application, we have like concurrent hash map also if we want to use like concurrency. And for the concurrency, we have synchronization keyword
Okay.
to handle concurrency, like multiple threading
Mm-hmm. What are the
in
limitations of using synchronized keyword?
the limitation for the synchronized keyword. I'm not aware about the
Okay.
limitation
It will
part.
lock
Basically,
entire
looking.
method or
Yeah.
block, right? And
Yes.
many more. So that's why
Yes. Yes.
reentrant lock comes into the picture after
Recent
Java
log.
5.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
We can do try lock, but in the synchronize, we cannot do try lock.
Yes.
If the lock is
Return log.
available, then lock, otherwise not. We can't do this thing is in the synchronize. Okay. So can you tell me some important features of reentrant lock?
Return log basically features part. I'm return log features. I'm not aware.
Okay. Like first feature is, as I already told you, we could do try lock. If the
Try
lock
log.
is released, we can acquire. If not is released, if not, then we can do some other works by that thread. That's the first thing. We can do
Okay.
lock and unlock anywhere. If we are if we are using synchronized keyword in the method, that whole method will lock. But in that method, we can particularly lock 2 or 3 lines if there are multiple lines, right? So by using lock and unlock feature of reentrant lock. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How would you debug a memory related issues in Spring Boot project?
For the memory related issues,
Mhm.
firstly, the main approach is like we are going to the checking the logs. We can
Okay.
use like application dot properties,
Mm-hmm.
some properties to
Mm-hmm.
debugging for the memory specific logs,
Okay.
and where we can also add debug equal to true. And if it is like Hikari pool or something like DB related calls, like then we are checking for that. And if it is like Java memory model related issues like heap or stack, then we are checking for the specific calls, like it is a particular issue of the method calls or it is
Mm.
like object issue.
Got it.
Then how we can handle the particular issue.
Okay. Okay. Have you worked with microservice architecture?
Yes, also work with
Okay. So how
microservices,
can we
but
test
we don't
how can we test microservices locally?
to check microservices locally.
Hmm.
Microservices locally, like in what terms you can explain?
Um, let's
Like
say there are multiple microservices, right? You made changes in one of the microservice, right? Now you just want
okay,
to test like all microservices should work. The your change won't affect the other services.
yes, microservices is totally a independent
Mm-hmm.
entity. Like in monolithic architecture, one changes can impact throughout the application,
Mm-hmm.
but microservices is a separate entity, so it is like independently deployable. But
Okay.
don't think there will be an impact as per my knowledge. But if you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
there will
test,
no
it is
impact
like
actually.
yeah,
We
yeah,
don't need to test other microservices locally if we are working with one, so we can test that. Okay.
yes.
Okay. So I just want to know how do you test locally? Let's say you have written a new API. So how will you test it?
To test a new API,
Mm-hmm.
basically for testing part, like we can if
Oh,
I run with the help of Postman. Firstly,
okay.
we pass the request body
And,
in through with the help of JSON.
mm-hmm.
Then we go through the debug part. Firstly, it
Okay.
will hit to the like in local, it will go
Mm-hmm.
to the controller. We can
Mm-hmm.
test, and we go to the debugging part, controller to service and
Mm-hmm.
repository, and it is like behaving the properly or not. We can see the logs and our response body. With the help of we can test locally through the
Okay.
API part, not written any test case. Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay. So how do you monitor application health in production?
Like with the help of actuator, we can
Mm-hmm.
check the health and metrics of our application. We have that actuator annotation,
Okay.
and actuator with the help of actuator, we can like so many features it provides to monitor it, our application.
Okay. So Akshat, can you please tell me why was Lambda expression introduced in Java 8?
Lambda interface, Lambda expression is basically previously we have anonymous
Your
classes.
voice is slow.
So yeah, yeah. Hello, now I'm audible
Yes,
properly.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Previously we have anonymous classes.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have Lambda expression from the Java 8. So anonymous
Okay.
class is same as Lambda expression. But
Mm-hmm.
to reduce the boilerplate code, and we can write our code in one line only.
Mm-hmm.
So with for this reducing the boilerplate, the Lambda expression is introduced.
Okay. So as we know, it must have one abstract method, right? Uh,
Yes.
can it have default methods and private methods along with that abstract method?
Like you are talking for the functional
Functional
interface part?
interface, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
functional
Yeah.
interface.
Yes. Yeah. Basically, in functional interface after the Java 8, we have like only one abstract method, but can have multiple default and static methods.
Okay. Um, got it. So moving ahead. So let's say a service becomes slow only during peak hours. So how would you diagnose the root cause?
Like only to the peak hours, like load balancing, we can
Mm-hmm.
check, and for the diagnosing part, peak
Mm-hmm.
hours, it is a issue of deploy thing like
Mm-hmm.
CDN in which IP it is using that thing, and for the load balancing, we can use and diagnosing, we can check with the help of metrics and health monitor check like actuator things.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So, how do you design a system for high availability?
This, oh sorry, design a system for high availability.
Mm-hmm.
High availability mean to say like, can you explain what you are
Like
asking?
we
High
would use
availability
stateless
system.
services,
Yeah, stateless
redundant
services.
instances, load balancing, failover mechanism,
Yeah,
distributed
circuit breaker.
storage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the like we have circuit breaker pattern and distributed. We
Mm-hmm.
can deploy like AWS provide some
Mm-hmm.
stateless things, so we can deploy there our application to
Mm-hmm.
manage that thing.
Okay. Okay, so Akshat, let's say if given freedom, what architectural change would you make in your current project?
Architectural change like we use currently we are using migrated project like C++
Mm-hmm.
to Spring. So in that we are migrating to Spring Boot things,
Mm-hmm.
and we use like API gateway circuit breaker pattern to
Okay.
like we can say a good architecture pattern, and we
Mm-hmm.
use loggers
Okay.
and like that
Got it.
architecture.
Okay, so Akshat, in functional interfaces, sorry, in normal interfaces, we know like after Java 8, default methods, private methods, static methods, these were introduced. So may I know the reason of introducing them?
Yeah, like if we are talking about the previous interfaces, we have a limited things we can use.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we implemented any interface, we have to by default override or implement this method if it is
Mm-hmm.
abstract. But if it is default, we have option that we want to implement it, and we can implement by our choice. So there is a default method and static methods are there.
Okay. Okay, Akshat, got it. And mm, so can you please share your screen? I'll share a coding question you have to do through Stream API.
Yes, sure.
The question is, you are given a list of strings, right? And you have to print the top third string uh, based on the length. Basically third largest string in that list based on their length.
Any number can I take?
You are given a list of strings and you have to
String.
print the third
Okay.
largest string from the list by using Stream API.
I'm not getting right now.